Can you guys see me? Am I on?
You're on. We can see you.
I couldn't get on. Oh, wait. Am I there? Oh, there I am. Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, Kelly's asking, where can I find a link for, it should be in your calendar.
Yeah, but it took me a while to get on.
Okay. Brandon, how you doing, buddy? We missed you this morning.
I know. I had some calls to make and stuff. It was just bad timing.
Got calls to make.
Yeah, so I got both of the Greenway and the Casa Grande listings signed and over to Sarah this morning. So
Congratulations, man. I'm so happy for you.
yeah, me too.
Wow. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So when's it gonna go live?
The Casa Grande one is ready to go. It's cleaned out, it's fresh, it's ready. The Greenway one, I actually need to go by there after this call, just to see how the estate sale's going. So that one should be like next week.
Wow. So you got 2 listings.
Yeah,
Damn, that's pretty good, man.
yeah, I know. I need to get back down to Casa Grande. Now I need to start showing her properties to buy.
That's right. She's also a buyer, right?
Yeah, so I need to hurry up and do that because she's kind of in this little limbo. I've just kept to reassure her, once this sells, we'll get you into a house. She's just like, I don't want to have nowhere to go, kind of a thing. So I'm like, no, we'll get right on it. So she's ready to rock and roll. So that's good.
That's good, man. All right. Well, listen, want to talk to you guys about how we can get some business from sign calls. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you right now are on the sign call rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So like, just to kind of give you an idea, we probably have about 15, close to 16, I think, maybe 20 listings. And most of those listings are from teams. And we have a main number, which is a 602 714-8232 is the main number where they actually call to get information about the listing. So you guys are all on the sign lead rotation. Okay, the message that you'll be getting is like, hey, you have a sign call. Would you like to accept? Press 1 or press 2 to reject or decline. Okay, I know, Kelly, you've been on sign calls for the last month or so, I believe, right?
Yes.
Gina, Brandon, and then Susan, and then I know Alan, and then Rob. You all guys got on the sign calls in the last couple of days. Okay, I think last 4 or 5 days. So the whole purpose of the sign calls is to generate more business, right? Generate more business. Selling a house over the phone, from my experience, it's tough because they still wanted to see it, right? But if they want to see the house, okay, you got to do everything on your end to schedule that showing, because that's going to give you an opportunity to get face-to-face with the prospective buyer, or maybe even the seller, because you will have some buyers that are also going to be what? They're going to be sellers, correct?
Right.
Okay. Your also objective is, when you're talking to them, is find out about their plans, find out about their motivation, find out about, if they're looking to specifically buy in that particular neighborhood or they're open to other neighborhoods. Try to get their email, try to get their phone number, and then again, set an appointment. Okay. So that's with the sign calls. I'm going to share with you a simple script that I use when somebody calls you on one of our listings. Okay. First and foremost, what I would do is, if I were you, is every single week have an updated list of all team listings that we have. They got to be in front of you.
Yeah.
If you don't have that list in front of you, okay, do you guys have a Flex MLS Pro on your phones?
Yes.
App? You do? Do you know how to go in and see office listings?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yeah. You put in the listing office and then select best homes.
Correct. Yeah. So like in my situation, I can go and I can just do my listings, right? And it's going to show my listings, but
Mhm.
you're not going to be able to do that. What you can do is you can search for a member, okay, in the app, a member, okay, or you can search for the office. Okay, so I can search for the office best homes right here. Okay, I select best homes. Okay, and then I select office listings. And it's gonna show 23 listings that we have in our office.
Mhm.
Okay, so that literally takes about maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds, the most, to get that done. Okay? So through this list now, you will have up-to-date information, which ones are active, which ones are pending, which ones are under contract. Okay? So when you get a call, the number one thing that a caller wants to know is what?
Is this house available?
Okay?
How much?
How much? They want to know the price. They want to know the price. Okay? So if you give them the price, let's say you know the price. Let's say, Kelly, someone calls you on our 52nd Avenue listing in Arrowhead Lakes,
Right.
right? And they call you and say, hey, how much is this house? What is the asking price? Or what is the list price? Right?
The list price is $395.
Okay. If it's something within, it's not within their price range, or let's say they were looking for something in 350 range, right? Or even if they are looking at 395, you tell them 395, what's most likely they're gonna do?
That's a little more than I was looking for.
Thank you. Click.
Thank you. Yep.
Or even if, let's say, it is within their price range at 395, guys, if you tell them the price right off the bat, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna do? Okay, great, thanks, I appreciate it. Click.
Okay.
So how is that a productive call?
It's not.
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 It's not. Were you able to get any information from them?
No.
No. Okay, so what we want to do is stall or prolong the conversation. And how do we do that? Okay,
Questions.
we start by asking them or letting them know, or actually we're asking them, which home are you calling about? Because they're going to call about the house we don't know. There are 20 listings, right?
Right.
So they're going to give you the address. Your response is by creating sense of urgency. Your response like, hey, you know what? Everyone is calling on this house. You know, it's a brand new listing, just got on the market. Let me ask you this question. Can you hold on for a second so I can look it up on my end? Okay,
Right.
or you can say, hey, while I'll look up this information for you, do you currently live in the area? Which home in your area do you currently own? Right? Another question that I like to ask in beginning stages is, hey, is this for you or this is for one of your clients? Why is it important to ask that question?
See if they're a real estate agent.
Right.
Because you're going to have realtors, they're going to be calling you on the for sale sign, you know, especially if it's a coming soon listing, it's not an MLS, or you're going to have some realtors that don't have an app. Maybe they're in the area, they call for sale sign, right? So what I usually do is I say, hey, you know what? Let me look it up for you. We have many of listings in our inventory. Let me look it up for you. Oh, by the way, are you a realtor or you're looking to buy a house? Oh, I'm looking to buy a house. Great. Are you looking to buy in this area? Do you live in this area? Right? And I start asking these questions while I'm looking up the information in my app. Okay? And what you want to do is you want to continue asking them questions. Oh, in what price range are you guys looking to buy? Have you been contacting with the lender? Right? How would you describe your perfect home? What is your time frame if you were to buy? All of the questions that, by the way, are part of the LP Mama, you can ask this during the phone call. Okay? And then you can finalize by saying, hey, what is the best time to get together so I can show you this house? So if you start with the price, even though you know the price, most likely the scenario is going to be, okay, thanks so much for the info, click. And you got nothing in return. Right? But what you want to do is instead is prolong the conversation, ask probing questions, and find out if this is a serious buyer or a seller, okay? Or this is someone who's just basically a looky-loo. All right? And there's nothing wrong by saying, hey, give me a minute or so. Let me log into my system and pull up the information for you. We have many listings in our inventory. And while you're pulling up this information, you're asking them these open-ended questions. Okay? Any questions so far?
I have a question, and maybe this is maybe this is not really pertaining to this, but I got a call yesterday about the house on Sandra Terrace, and the buyer asked me. He said, I want to know what upgrades are in the house, and and I looked at the listing. The listing looks beautiful. But he said, my friend bought a house here for less money than this. And how'd you come up with the price? And, and he just wanted all this stuff that I didn't know. So I said, let me get your phone number. This is the phone number that called me. Is this your number? Yeah. And so, how do we handle how'd you come up with this price? Because my friend bought in here for $415, I think what this guy has is, I think he has a pre-qual for less than $450. I think his pre-qualification is more like $420. So
okay, all right.
How's the best way to answer? I told him, I said, well, the listing agent did a CMA, a comparative market analysis, and analyzed the area, looked at the home, looked at the upgrades, and that's how we price homes.
Yeah, so here's the way I would approach this, okay?
Okay.
Hey, the phone call. We just listed this house. It's beautiful inside and out, as you can probably see. If you would like, what I can do is I can send you a list of updates or upgrades that were done to the house in the last 2.5, 3 years. Is that okay with you? Oh yeah, great. Awesome. What's a good email address for you?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, my email address is alan@allencarerealtygroup.com. Okay, wonderful, Alan. Well, tell me a little bit about your plans.
Okay.
You live in a neighborhood? Are you looking to move into this neighborhood? What do you like about this house? What do you like about this neighborhood? Do you have anybody who's helping you with this?
Right.
Are you working with a realtor? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do is I'm going to send you the list of upgrades that were done to this house. Okay? But before that, let me ask you a couple of questions.
Okay. Okay.
So his question is like, well, how did you come up with this price point? You know what? That's a great question. Unfortunately, I'm not the listing agent.
Right.
But if you would like, I can have either a listing agent to call you directly, or we can email you the comps and also the list of upgrades that were done to the house in the last 2.5, 3 years. Would that work for you?
Right. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Okay?
Will you let me know what those upgrades are so I can send that to him this morning?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to get a showing out of it. I'm trying to get an appointment so I can take him on a showing for that house, because he said he has friends and family members in that neighborhood. I guess it's a little exclusive neighborhood. So
Let me ask you this. When did you get this phone call?
yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, was that a caller? Was it an Indian by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, because
I believe so. His name seems Indian.
and that it doesn't. But the reason I'm asking you this is because we did receive an offer yesterday, yesterday afternoon, and the buyers were from Indian descent, and the offer was for 420.
Okay. Was the first name Rohit? 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 No, that's someone totally different.
That's
That's someone different.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if no.
His name is Rohit. Rohit.
Right. So what you want to do is like, look, Rohit, I wanna send you the list of updates that were done to the house. If you don't mind, what's a good email address for you? And by the way, do you have anybody who's helping you with this? Are you working with a realtor? Because
Right.
if he is working with a realtor, do you really want to spend too much time on him?
No, he told me yesterday that he did not have a realtor, and I told him I can represent you as your realtor.
Okay.
I'd be happy to.
Okay, great. Great.
So
yeah, I mean, but it's a very common, hey, how did you come up with this price? You know what? That's a great question. I completely understand where you're coming from. By the way, the seller can put any price that he wants.
right.
So
Right.
the whole notion is like, how did you come up with the price? It's like it doesn't hold any water, because if the seller wants to list it for 450, the seller's going to list it for 450.
Right.
And then the buyer has the right, okay, to come up with their price. And if the buyer comes in at 410 or 420, we're going to present it to the seller.
Right.
And I tell this to the buyers all the time. By the way, I say, look, you're not wasting my time. You're not wasting the seller's time. If you really like the house and you want to submit an offer, and we'll do a great job of presenting it to you, to the seller.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
But here's what you want to do. Okay, again, you want to stall that conversation. You want to disarm whatever question that they throw your way. Say, hey, you know what? I completely understand, right? Empathy, right? I know where you're coming from. That's great. But you know what? I'm not the listing agent. Okay? And is it okay for me or the listing agent send you the more additional information or more detailed information about this listing? Yeah, great. Awesome. What's a good email address for you? You get their email address. But before I let you go, do you currently live in the area?
Okay.
Oh no, I'm just looking in this area. Great. Okay, that's awesome. And do you want to be in that area? Do you want to live in that area? Yeah, I kind of like this area. So if I may ask, what do you like about this area or this neighborhood? Well, my kids go to school nearby. Okay, and where do you guys currently live? Well, we live in Glendale. Okay, got it. And do you have a house to sell, or you're renting right now? So basically the same LP Mama script that you're using
Right.
with online leads.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Right? But if you tell them the price right off the bat, the odds of them having and continue having conversation with you is very, very, very small.
Right.
Because they got what they wanted and you didn't get anything. Okay? Kelly, great question. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Brendan, anything from you as far as the questions for the sign calls?
No, I mean, I think that it makes sense. I get the whole, wanting to stall them because, yeah, I mean, they're not going to give you anything, at all, especially if they're just calling for a price. So yeah, it makes sense. So, and then I've never seen this LP Mama script. I haven't received that. I've got a couple other ones, but I haven't seen that one.
Okay, I'll share the LP Mama script with you then. We also have a printout copies of it in our office, so we can just grab them.
Yeah, I think that's where I got some, but I don't think I saw that one. I have, what do I have? Yeah, I got expired and canceled and some for sale by owner, but yeah, I don't think I got that one.
Yeah, man, I'll share it with you right now. You have it.
Okay. Yeah, because I got a couple, but I didn't get that one.
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
And then I'll share this with you guys as well, so you have this.
Yeah, that's just the only one I didn't see. But no, I mean, this is cool. I actually got a call yesterday that said it was from Alan K website. Press 1 or 2. I got that one. I pressed 1, but then nothing ever happened. It was just like dead air. It was kind of weird, but I did get that call yesterday.
Hey, Brandon, this is Susan. It's weird because I've been getting some calls that way too, and I answer, and a couple of them said, may I speak with Alan? And I was like, Alan?
Alan
I was like,
who?
yeah, he's and they said, yeah, he's an investor. And I was like, oh, are you trying to talk to Alan Cashman? And they were like, yes. I was like, oh, can you call the main office?
That's funny. Yeah, no, mine was just like Alan K website, and then it was like press 1 or 2, and I pressed 1, and it was just open air. I'm like, hello. So yeah, I don't know, but I just didn't expect it coming because it was just like a phone number I hadn't seen before. But I mean, I answer everything anyway, so it's just kind of like a.
So Alan K website is also, it's lead generating tool. You will have buyers and sellers that are going to be communicating or contacting us through our website. We have a lot of people that visit our website on a monthly basis. So you're also on that rotation.
Cool.
Okay, so you are on the lead rotation, online leads, sign calls, as well as the website, right? And what you want to do, if they're asking for me, you just take their information and text me that information. That's it. That's
Sure,
it. And then you can always ask, and you know how to ask this, like, what is this in regards to?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, we're asking for you, Alan, if you buy properties and flip them. So I said, I said you will have to talk to him about it.
I mean, that's a conversation between me and them. I mean, it's like, but this is a great opportunity, guys, for you, especially right now where it's a seller's market and there's definitely a shortage of listings out there. Buyers are definitely more eager. They're more motivated. In some cases, they're actually a little bit discouraged, if you will, because there's just not enough houses out there, right?
Sorry, not to cut you off. I actually, my buyers from Texas, the military kids that are moving here, a listing came on the market way out there in Casa Grande, but it was priced really well at $245. And so I called the agent and I was like, hey, I just wanted to find out if you had any offers on the property. She's like, we've already got 30 offers. We are not accepting any more.
30 offers.
30. I was like, are you serious? 30. And I'm talking like it was way down in like Buckeye, not close to town Buckeye, like Buckeye. I was like, oh my.
Yeah. So why do you think the buyers are right now so active?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, the buyers are active right now is because the interest rates are low.
Oh yeah.
Right? That's number one. I think number two, the rents are been going up. Right? So they're seeing it's like, I can buy the house and pay less monthly fees than I would be renting.
Yeah, I actually just got a random phone call from some lady right before this thing started. She was hard to understand. I don't know how she got my number. She's like, so-and-so, I need to find a rental. My landlord's kicking me out because he's selling for something. I'm like, oh, okay. So I got her name and phone number. I got to call her back, but I mean, yeah, it was just kind of a random thing. She's like, sounds like her landlord's just kicking her out because he's going to make money selling his property or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so the rents are going up, the interest rates are going down. Also, I think there are people, especially after the COVID situation, feel like living in the tight quarters, maybe not really the ideal scenario for them, right? Living in apartments, living in a condos. They want to maybe have some elbow room now, maybe actually living in a single family house. Okay, I think that's another reason. And then I think you got folks from California, you have individuals from Washington, Oregon, and Colorado, as well as Midwest states that are moving here in droves. I mean, that's why the market is so hot. Okay, so what Kelly did, I mean, she had that personalized letter included in the purchase contract. Okay, you definitely want to have that done with the purchase contracts that you're writing. Brandon, you're working with that family, young family from Texas. You got to have a beautiful letter put together. Ask them to do it. Include a picture of them. I don't know if they have a young family. I don't know if they have kids. Okay, make sure you include that with a purchase contract. And then also make sure that the lender, your lender, is calling the listing agent to let them know, hey, you know what? Great buyers, great people. I can vouch for them. You know, we're going to be able to close in the next 30 days. You know, that's got to be part of the routine. Like every single offer that you're writing, you got to do that.
Yeah, I put together a letter. I didn't do a picture, but that's a good idea. I did the letter. I didn't have them do it, but that's actually not a bad idea. And then my lender will call them. But like this one, I just called beforehand just to see, because it was a new listing too. It was a new listing. Said they were reviewing offers same day at 4 o'clock. And we didn't even get a chance. I mean, she was just like, nope.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I got multiple listings on the new listing that I just put on the market a few days ago on 77th Glen, on that 77th in McDowell. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome that was built 3 years ago, priced at 205. I had received 3 offers on it in the last 2 days.
That's crazy. It's just busy.
It's busy, right? And if you, again, you know, if you're an agent that focuses a lot on the listings, now you're a king or a queen. Like you, Brandon, your listings in Casa Grande and the one on Greenway, they're gonna go pretty quickly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
money in the bank. Money in the bank.
yeah. I'm excited about that one.
Awesome, man. We're excited for you. All right, guys. Anything else before we leave?
No, are you gonna send us this script, a copy of this?
Yeah, that would be great.
I just did.
Okay,
I just did. I shared with you. You should have it in your inbox.
awesome. That's what I
Will
need.
you will you please send me a list of the upgrades in the home on
Yeah,
Sandra Terrace?
Sarah should have that list available.
Okay, I'll reach out to Sarah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. And is it in the open house sheet yet? I would like to hold it on Sunday if possible.
I don't know if it's an open house. Again, ask Sarah if it is. I know
Okay.
you're open to having an open house. It's just it is owner occupied. That's number one. And number
Okay.
two, it is gated.
Okay.
So accessibility from the outside traffic can be challenging.
How do we handle that then? Do we, is there a gate code that we have in the listing?
There is a gate code. I'm just not sure if you want to be sharing that gate code with the strangers.
Okay, all right, yeah. So how do you handle that? You just,
I used to work on automated gates. I did that for years. And a lot of times if you wanted to hold an open house, the actual HOA management company would reach out to us. We would come out that day, do a hold open code. The gate would just stay open all day.
Oh,
And then we'd have to go back at a certain time to shut that code off. But you'd probably almost have to go straight to the HOA management company for something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the way to go about it. You see, I learned something new today. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, they'd call us and we would I mean, you'd have to give them notice, like a week's notice, probably like, hey, we're going
Okay.
to this day, to give them time to coordinate everything.
Got it. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, Sarah, again, Sarah can find that out for you. Kelly, if the HOA can open that gate for 4 or 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay, and the same thing with the upgrades, the list of upgrades.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, very good. Well, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it, and all
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.